So hello guys and welcome back to the channel. As you can see, I'm in a river, which can only mean one thing. I'm after trout this session. Now I've left him probably nearly 4 weeks, about 3 weeks since the start of the season. I had one go for him, found quite a lot of trout upstream. I think maybe I'd caught them probably right at the tail end of spawning, probably not long finished spawning, because there was a lot of fish grouped up actually. That's why I decided to leave them a little while. And now I'm out for him again. So I've already hit a couple of spots already. I've been using a tiny little bait, little twitch bait. This is the Rapala X-Rap with the smallest size, because last year it was the best trout lure for me. It's what I caught most of my fish on. It's great for catching the smaller fish too. That's why I'm starting off with it. Now I did just catch my personal best trout on a different water probably about a week or two ago. I put it on my Instagram. If those of you who want to check out my Instagram, link will be in the description below. And that was caught on the Countdown Elite, the 5.5 centimetre, and it was a trout of just over £4. I think it was about £4 3 ounce, a new personal best. Couldn't film it due to the location, so that's what I'm going to be using today if I find any big fish or any big fish areas. So I'm going to shut up now. I'm going to crack on with some fishing, hopefully put some fish on the bank and see if we can get anything. Trying to be stealthy as I can, but it's so difficult when you're in the river. Just trying to be quiet, but it's obviously a spot where I've caught a trout before, so I'm confident. Confident there'll be fish down there somewhere. Normally quite small here. I'll save the larger baits for the larger fish further upstream. There we go, fish on, fish on. And it is a smaller fish. Ooh, jumping everywhere. I'm not going to put him in my net because see that it's only a small one. Bait's loose, let's just keep him in the water. Calm down, buddy. Calm down, buddy. Beautiful little brown trout. Now the X-Rap. Stunning little fish. Beautiful colours. Let's get him back. Only a baby. Yeah, like I say, using a smaller bait like this X-Rap in the swims where I'm expecting smaller fish like this swim, and when we get to the swims where I think it's going to be bigger fish, we'll put on a larger bait like the Countdown Elite. Although I'll probably spook up anything else that's down there now after catching that fish, but we'll have a couple of casts anyway. There we go, right on my feet. Right on the paws too. Another little tiny one. He's jumping all over the place. Let's hand land this one as well. Come on, buddy. These hooks are barbless, I've cut the barbs off. Much easier to unhook. Beautiful, pristine little trout. Let's let him go. Little beauty. Right, now the small ones sit towards the back end of the swim. Normally, I sound like I'm a know-it-all, but normally the bigger ones sit further up the front of the swim, so I've got to be really careful here because the fish will be really on edge. I have to pull in two of them out. There we go, there's a big one, up the front of the swim like I said. Big one's on up the front of the swim. Let's get my net ready. Let's cushion my new net. And he spat the bait in the net too. Great timing, thanks buddy. Slightly bigger fish. Beautiful colorations on it. These are absolutely stunning, aren't they? Little brown trout. Right, so at the beginning of the video I said if I got to an area where I thought there might be some bigger trout, I'll change baits to the Countdown Elite, which has caught me some bigger trout recently. So we're going to take off the little X-Wrap. I was coming up to an area now. There's a good chance of there being bigger trout, like 2 pound pluses, so take off that bait. Reluctantly, it's caught me a few fish so far. I forgot there was a larger bait. This is the Countdown Elite. Bigger bait, Countdown Elite. Let's catch one. Catch a good one. You ready? There we go, there we go. It is a better fish. It's putting up a really weird fight. It's spinning around in circles. Not massively bigger, but he's slightly bigger than the ones I've caught so far. Beautiful little brownie. Look at that. Pristine little guy. Just had a really stunning brownie on the Countdown. See if we can make it 2 for 2. Oh no, I lost my big fish catcher. Countdown Elite. Damn it! So we've put a few fish on the bank so far. Fishing's been a bit harder than it was the last time I came out. The trout are really well spread out. We had snowfall, almost everything was covered in snow a few days ago. I think that's not really helped very much. But we have still put a few fish on. And now I'm going to head to maybe a spot or two where there could be some larger fish, where I'm going to be using some larger baits hopefully. Before we do that, I'll quickly go through my setup. The rod is a Fate Black from 13 Fishing. It's what I always use for my crankbait fishing. And then I've got the reel that is on there is the Akuma Samar CTX 30, loaded with about 15 pound braid for my crankbait fishing. And I'm using an 8 pound fluorocarbon leader. Not really any pike in this river. I've caught one the entire time I fished it all last season, and it was probably about 6 ounces. So let's crack on with the fishing. Hopefully we'll find some bigger trout, and maybe some more trout, and see how we get on. There we go, there we go. Almost as soon as it hit the water. Keep the rod low. Come on. Don't fall off, don't fall off. Yes. Look, man. Another beautiful trout. This time, little X-Wrap. Beautiful trout. I love the X-Wrap in the sort of perchy pattern. He's a beautiful looking fish. There we go, there we go. It's a good sized trout. It's not a bad one. It's not a bad one. Come on, straight steady, over the rocks. Oh, there we go. Nice fish. Once again, no monster, but good sized one, and he's spelt the lure in the net. It's a beautiful brownie, probably around about a pound. Really nice fish. Nearly finishing the session soon. That'll probably be one of the last fish. What a beauty. Let him go nicely down here. See you later, buddy. So I think that's about it now. We've come to the end of our session. I fished for only about 3.5 hours today, but I've had plenty of action. I think I've managed about maybe 6 trout to the bank, something like that. No real monsters, which I was hoping for, but I think they've really spread out now. We've had some really cold weather. Found a lot of fish just sat on the bottom, not moving. I was almost stepping over the fish. So yeah, it was struggling conditions. We've had snow over the last couple of days, but still managed to get a few fish on the bank. Absolutely awesome. I'll leave the baits down in the description, as well as my setup I've used today as well, if you want to check that out. If you want to subscribe, you can do. Just hit that subscribe button, it'll be a massive favour, and you'll get some updates on future videos. If you want to, like the video too, and I'll catch you guys later. Have a good one.